Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in for my first ever YouTube video where I'm gonna go ahead and soak off this old overlay set that I have. I did this about 3 weeks ago. As you can see, I lost one doing dishes earlier. So let's go ahead and get started just taking this set off. I'm gonna go ahead and take an old pair of cuticle nippers. I'm gonna get under those big gems that I have. I love big gems, I love bling, I love all of it. And I'm just gonna go ahead, take those off. You see I kind of have my finger, my thumb over the gems while I'm nipping. What you don't want to happen is one of the gems to fling off and hit your client or yourself in the mouth, which I have done before. So you just want to be really careful when taking off these gems. In the meantime, while I am finishing off these gems and going to work on the other hand, I just want to ask everybody to like and subscribe. I'm really happy that I can bring you guys videos now that I have set aside some time. I'm gonna really try to do a lot of educational life things, just stuff that I've learned over the year that I've been doing nails. So yes, like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, now that I've gotten all the gems off, I'm gonna go ahead and take this coarse drill bit. I'm using medium high speed on my e-file, and I'm just taking off the top coat, the color, and thinning out that acrylic as thin as I possibly can. That to me is the most efficient way to do it. Once you take that real thin, then the soak off process after that, the actual literally soaking off, only takes about 10 minutes. And you've not done any damage to the real nail or your natural nail. You definitely want to make sure that with this coarse drill bit, you're not touching your cuticle or your natural nail plate at all. This is just to get the acrylic off, thin it out, as well as you see here, I'm just kind of taking off the length. I'm going to be doing a new set. And me personally, when I start a new set, I just like my nails to be super fresh, short, and clean, just fresh. It's just, to me, nails look so much better once you started that way when it comes to it being a new set. So yeah, you just want to keep filing to get that super thin. Okay, and now you can kind of see where it's thinned out. I've taken all that extra stuff off the top and gotten it pretty much as thin as I want to go. I don't want to go too thin with it because it's still technically a soak off. I don't want it to get patchy, and in some places too thin and I end up, you know, maybe scratching my natural nail. So you just want to get it as thin as you can to still have a layer of acrylic on there to technically do a soak off and to protect your natural nail, but enough that this isn't going to take forever. I'm just going to keep doing that on all of the fingers on this hand. Also, you guys, let me know in the comment section below. I'm so curious to find out what nails are the hardest for you to do on yourself. Me personally, middle ring, especially the pinky finger, is so hard for me to angle and get at. I always feel like my hand is gonna cramp while I'm sitting there trying to get through this nail set. So yeah, comment below. Let me know which hand. Obviously, I'm right-handed, so doing my left hand is a little harder. But over time, this last year, I've learned how to pretty much manage and do both hands, but still, middle ring, pinky finger, so hard for me to do. So yeah, comment below, let me know. I also just want to let you guys know, always when you're filing, especially with your e-file, you want to be careful with friction. Friction is heat. So when people say, oh, it's burning, etc., etc., it's not really on fire. Obviously, there's no flames. But the friction causes heat. Heat causes that irritating feeling, that, oh my God, my finger's on fire feeling. So you guys want to just make sure that when you're filing with your e-file especially, you want to be careful of how much friction you have in one spot. So just keep moving. You don't want to stay in one area, one spot. I will recommend filing downwards from the cuticle area, not exactly the cuticle, but the end of the nail at the cuticle area down to the free edge. To me personally, I feel like that does cut down on the heat. Friction that's causing the heat. It's way harder for me to do that on my own hand, honestly. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now I'm getting out those silk off clips that I was telling you guys about, that I am a moderate fan of. They get the job done-ish. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these lint-free cotton wipes, soaking them with acetone, and then I'm just gonna wrap them in the foil. After I put the foil on, then I put the clip on. I just, like I said earlier, I like it to actually hold the foil in place, especially me doing my own. It makes it easier, whereas only like maybe one or two will come off instead of just like an entire hand while I'm trying to work on the other hand, and it just making it so much harder. So I would kind of recommend these. Like I said, they moderately get the job done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this on all of these fingers and then the other hand, and I'll be back. Okay, so I did the other hand. I filed off everything. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of like refill the acetone a little bit. I think this helps a lot. Okay, now that I've done the other hand, I'm going to take off the clip that was on the pinky. I am taking a cuticle pusher that I don't use for actual cuticles anymore. I just use it to remove the acrylic. I'm just scraping it off. And you can see it's pretty much basically all gone. I personally, the little script bits that are left, I like to take my e-file, turn it all the way down to the lowest setting, put a 180 grit file on there, and just kind of lightly, gently take off that layer. I use a 180 grit file on the natural nail anyway to remove the shine. So that's why I say you want to have your drill all the way down for the instance that you do touch your actual natural nail plate, so you don't overly file it. I'm still not in really the cuticle area here. I tap on it a little bit, but I'm not going to do any cuticle cutting or anything like that in this video. That's going to be for the actual application video where I put on the new set. So what I'm going to do is just do what I did on the pinky nail to all of them. Some of them I did have to repeat a little bit with reapplying the foil and the clip, but all in all, it didn't really take that long, even though it was on myself. I want to say in total it took like about 40 minutes total for me to do both hands. So if you ask any of my clients, they all say the same thing. The thumbs are ridiculous. They're ridiculously hard to get off. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to do this like a few times to get this thumb off. So you'll see me doing that throughout. I'm going to have to file it, soak. Excuse my table with the grate just coming apart just constantly. So annoying. I love this table. My fiance got it for me. Love him to death for it. Especially for investing in my business. Appreciate it, boo. But I'm gonna have to see if my dad can carpenter something to make this, to change this top that's on it and make the grate secure. But so don't judge me for me constantly moving it and trying to fix it. Alrighty, so I have finished all of the soak off process on both hands basically, except for that thumb. It's giving me a little trouble. Like I said, my thumbs, all my clients say they're just ridiculous to get off. So I'll do this a few more times with the soaking and then filing. I think this might be the last time at this part here, but don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for being here, taking a look at my first video. I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, bye bye.